This is Ori Spado, the accidental gangster. And folks, I want to thank several individuals, all right, who purchased my book, The Accidental Gangster, from insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer. Let's get organized here, huh, folks? I've been running around all day doing things that went to the farmer's market because I was there Sunday here in Beverly Hills, and they had the best scones I ever ate. And I was looking for that place, and I drove. There was a farmer's market in Santa Monica, way down in Fortin, Arizona. All right, and hi, Jess, how are you? Just fine. Everything good today? I hope so. Folks, I want to talk about Donald Trump, his trip to China, and I want to tell you about executive orders, what they really are. You know, you see Donald Trump, you see Joe Biden, every president, when they come into office, they sign all these executive orders. And do you know the reason? Okay, then they give away the pen as a trophy to somebody. And folks, by the way, on my book, okay, uh, autograph. A lot of you don't know, but a couple of you just did. And thank you for finding out that you're able to get an autographed copy of my book. Just go to my profile, okay, and it'll bring you to my website. So for those of you who like autographed books, that's where you get it. There's my gal Stacy. Love seeing Stacy here coming here. Very dedicated person is Stacy. God bless her. God bless you all, folks. And don't forget, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Uh, let's see, what else did I do today? Oh, I went to post office. I mailed out several books. I did that, got that out of the way, and on the phone with my doctor. My blood work, things are improving. Thank God for that. Uh, Boy, I'll tell you, I had a lot of mental things going on in my head. These doctors could drive you crazy. But I'm very blessed. For those of you who don't know, I was in the United States Army. I served our country proudly from 1963 to 1966. And I'm going to tell you something. It was the best 3 years of my life. Yeah, it was dangerous. It was rough. Not easy, but I loved it. Okay. I loved it. I thank the Lord for my service that I able to get VA benefits. And I gotta tell you, folks, I've also had Medicare because of my age. That we all get after what 65, I think. And uh, I was in Cedars, which is a great hospital. I applaud the nurse. The nurses at both hospitals, amazing. Okay, I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am for all these wonderful nurses that we have in this country. Because I'm going to tell you something. Without these nurses, doctors could not function. You know, but I'm going to tell you the difference. Okay, between the VA and hospital on the outside. Okay. No, King, I never visited India. I love the India people from India. Got some beautiful gals there. Hang on, let me see what this is. Okay. All right. Hang on. Francesca, I'm doing a live show. I'll call you back. Uh, uh, as you see, folks, I take every single phone call. I answer every one. And if I miss a call, I call the people back. That's what you call communication, okay? And for a lot of you young men, you keep asking me, how do I ask a girl out that I really like? Okay, I'm going to tell you now, stop with that texting bullshit. Pick up the phone, call that girl, and ask her out. Be respectful. And when you take her out, be dressed appropriately, okay? And open the car door for her. And never let a woman, and you're walking down the street, never let her be on the side of the street, okay? You are to be on the side of the street. You must protect the woman, okay? Thank you, Stacy. Okay, the other thing, when you get to the restaurant, you pull her chair back so she could sit, and then you sit down. So those are just a few of the things I want to share and tell our young people. All right, and I'm going to get more and more into dating, both for men and for women. All right. Oh my God, Cartoon Ball, thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Cartoon Ball just hit me with $5, hitting that thanks button. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Okay. And he wrote, the best advice you can get is from elders. That's who I learned from. Okay. That's who I learned from. I learned from the elders. All right. Stacy loved to go out with me. Well, you got to be close to me, Stacy. Come on to Beverly Hills, okay? And we could do it. Uh, I'm serious. Yes, we can. Absolutely. I'd love to be able to meet all you people. Okay. You know, there used to be an app called Clubhouse. All right. All right. Called Clubhouse, where you bring people on stage. You could actually see them and talk to them. That all happened during the, uh, when we had the pandemic, the COVID thing. And it was a great app until they ruined it. Uh, Oh, folks, subscribe, like, and share. F the Trump. Huh? Do I believe in Bigfoot? Boy, I'll tell you, there's a lot of TV shows, a lot of documentaries. It makes it very believable. I never seen Bigfoot. Okay, good question though. And for those asking how I am today, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, folks. And thank the Lord. Uh, well, what are they talk about here? Okay. Before we get into Trump and who he brought with him, okay? Now we got to try to figure out, and it's pretty simple to figure it out, why Trump brought these 16 people that I'm going to give you their names in a minute, okay? Uh, and why he brought them to China with him, okay? And don't forget, China is a communistic country, much larger than the United States. They got billions of people over there. And I met a lot of Chinese people. I gotta be honest, they're very happy. We get a lot of Chinese people to visit here in Beverly Hills, as you see when I take you on the tours. Okay, you see that, and I'll do a tour. I'm gonna do more tours, all right, for you. So make sure you subscribe, like, and put your notifications on so you don't miss me. Okay? I'm not a guy that can say I'm going to be here at 11 a.m. every day. I just can't do that. Okay? And JC asked me what music do I like. I'm going to tell you some of my favorite artists. I could listen to her all day long. And unfortunately, we left her, lost her. You know, I love Sinatra, Martin, all those old timers. But let's talk about, okay, Whitney Houston. I could listen to her all day. Adele. I could listen to her all day. Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I like Michael Bublé. I got a lot of different artists that I love. Okay, back in the day, I loved Doris Day. All right, respect and caring is never old fashioned. It's something, okay, and I'm going to be teaching, or I hope to, all right, explaining to younger people here respect, caring. All right, we'll go on your Honda for a tour in India. Okay, boy, I tell you, it takes a long time to fly there, doesn't it? All right. You got the same picture, Steve. It's a famous picture, yeah. You know, folks, I want to talk to you though a little bit about because I get a kick, all right, about these presidents come in and sign all these executive orders. You know, it's so much bullshit. It's crazy. It's a waste of time. It's like a dog and pony show. Okay, it sounds good. The executive order sounds great. They're going to do this. Then what happens? Well, some people don't like the executive order, all right? And they sue and they appeal, and it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court either holds it up or turns it down, okay? Or the next president comes in, like Donald Trump, okay? He overturned every one of Joe Biden's executive orders and put his in. It's just that's what they do. Every president gets rid of the old one and puts in the new ones. But in the meantime, they give those pens away and they sign it, and Donald Trump's got to show everybody in the world. Okay? Huh? And Trump is saying he doesn't need China's help. So I want to tell you about that. All right? Sitting presidents possess the authority to amend, replace, or revoke executive orders issued by previous administrations, while they frequently reverse orders from predecessors to shift policy priorities. Common transitions of power. They do not overturn every previous order, all right? Some they do keep. A sitting president uses a new executive order to revoke or amend the previous one. And I told you that part. All right, Clinton reverse orders by George H. Bush. Okay, and Bush did reverse the ones that Carter did. You see how it goes, folks, in history. So this is what you do with the executive order. Okay. So when you see them on TV, don't don't get excited. Okay, because you know it's going to be amended or overturned. Okay. Jiglotti, thank you, my friend. Joseph, Zeb, Glover Lang, how are you? No, I'm not a multimillionaire. I'm not a millionaire. Okay? I'm no different than you folks. I came out of the prison, all right, 13 years ago with nothing but $150 to my name. I had to begin my life again. And I made the decision not to go back into the life where I did very well. I made a lot of money, okay? A lot of money. You know what happens to fast money? Fast money goes fast, and it does, okay? So I had to build my life back up and start from scratch at the age of 68. 68, I had to begin my life from scratch. And here I am, folks, living in Beverly Hills in an apartment. It's an apartment. I don't own it, but I'm happy. Okay? It's a 1 bedroom apartment. Much better than a jail cell, trust me. Okay? So you're all waiting about Trump. All right? You all see Trump was on TV. Reporter asked him a question about affordability and about how the American people are suffering. Okay? You know what he said? He doesn't care about those people. His only concern is stopping Iran from having a nuclear bomb. That's more important to him than you, me, or any of us. He said it. His words, you can watch it. It's all over YouTube, all over Instagram. He said it himself. What's wrong with this guy? Does he know what he says? Okay, now he goes to China. Big deal. He says he's buddies with Premier Z. Chinese, I tell you, Prime Minister Z eat them up and spit them out for breakfast. Okay? But, they're a big country with a lot of money. Yes, Israel does have nukes, but they will not admit it. Okay? Hey, Jeffrey, you know something, Jeffrey? Why don't you get out of here? I only like respectful, intelligent people here. Okay? Why don't you go? All right? I bet you don't subscribe. I bet you don't hit the like button. Okay? You're just a guy that likes to cause trouble and you think you're smart. That's the dumbest question. Okay? I ain't going to no nursing home. Okay, so President Donald Trump arrived in Beijing today, accompanied by a high profile delegation of more than a dozen billionaire CEO. Billionaire CEO. You hear that? This group includes prominent tech and finance leaders such as Elon Musk of SpaceX and Tesla, Tim Cook of Apple, and Jensen Huang of NVIDIA. Also features Larry Fink of BlackRock. You know what BlackRock is? They're the biggest company in the world. They control so many things. You got no idea. Check it out. Are you hitting, folks? You ain't hitting that like button today. I don't know why. Okay? Larry Fink of BlackRock. Steven Schwarzman of Blackstone Inc. Blackstone and BlackRock are connected. Jim Fraser of Citibank. And other notables include Larry Culp of General Electric Aerospace, David Solomon of Goldman Sachs, and Kellen Rosberg of Boeing. He brought them all with him on our plane. Our plane. You folks fail to realize we actually own Air Force One, Air Force Two. We own those planes. We pay for them. Okay? I don't plan on passing for a long time. So get used to me, folks. Okay? Because I'm not going nowhere. Now, I just named all those people. Trump, happy birthday. That's his birthday in June, Stacy? Okay. Well, folks, a lot of business is going to get done. Big business. Big business. Okay. And he's going to talk because China supports Iran as well as Russia supports Iran. And they both have nuclear weapons. They both have it. Okay. You would vote for him because he was shot? That's not a reason to vote for somebody. Okay. All right. You got to look at their policies. See, this is what I mean. People don't know who they're voting for. People, all right. How come? How come I went sit down with Michael Franche? I think I explained it. I'm glad. Quite simple. Okay. There's a reason. If you don't know the reason, I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Because you should know the reason. I never read it. Do I talk to Michael? Yes, I do. Okay. I got his phone number. I'm calling right now if I want to. I got no reason to. Okay. And Michael's got my phone number. But no, there's why would I do a show with Michael? All right. People vote red or blue. That's it. Okay. They don't give a shit who's running. They don't know who's running. Okay. And that could be a big problem coming in our next presidential election. Okay. Because the whole country knows how bad off California is. The problems we're having in California, the billions and billions of dollars have been stolen from the homeless, from that train that they were going to, that fast subway system was going to, all right, they only got 10 feet of rail, okay, all right, and billions of dollars, okay. Our electric rates are through the roof. Okay, California is so bad due to Newsom, and the whole country knows about that. But you know what? They'll probably vote for him because he's a good talker and he's a good-looking guy. All right, and he's a Democrat. That's what you people do. Okay, and this is why I get upset. All right, subscribe, like, come on, hit that subscribe button and let me know you subscribe. All right. Middle class being shoved in the sidewalk. There is no middle class anymore. Okay? And if you go back and study economics, you will know that our country was not set up for a middle class. It was set up for rich or poor. And that's exactly the way they are bringing it back now. You see, all these people that I named there, okay, that are with Trump, each and every one of them is a billionaire or a multi-billionaire. Okay? You don't see him bringing any street people with him, do you? You don't see him having any street people in his cabinet or any president. Street people got more wisdom than his whole staff. All right? That kisses his ass. That's right. He's Pelosi's son-in-law. Okay? Thank you, Richard Christine. All right? I may be old, but you'll like my style. Hey, I still could dance, my friend. Okay? I still love women. Always have. Always will. All right? I can't stop that. Okay? Oh, anyways, folks, the sun is finally coming up. I woke up this morning, gray skies. I hate gray sky. Okay, when I see gray skies, I get in a bad mood. All right. Oh yeah, North Korea. Okay, another country. All right, and they got nuclear weapons. Hmm. Look, and I'm happy to agree to disagree with anybody. Anybody's got the ability to communicate. Okay. I gained a lot of knowledge through my time on this earth. Okay, sometimes I think too much. You see, folks, I think all the time. My son gave me this here. Okay. Rodin, the thinker. That's me. Yes, I think women are great leaders. I think women do better than men. Women are smarter than men. I'm sorry, men. I'm telling you what I think. Women are much more intelligent than men. They study more. They read. Women read. Men don't read no more. They listen for 3 seconds on social media and they think they know everything. 3 seconds. Okay? Stacy thinks a lot of pop. Thank you, Stacy. So I'm anxious to see what's going to happen in China, folks. See, I try to anticipate why he brought all these billionaires so they can make more billions. Okay? Thank you, Alvin, for subbing. Okay? Common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense, my friend, D Boss. Okay? Oh, yeah. How many smartphones did Trump sell and nobody got any? Okay? And I don't see any lawsuits happening about it. Hmm? Why? Why are people afraid of them? Why? Anybody, leave me a comment. I want you all to think about this. Okay? Leave me a comment. Why are people afraid of Donald Trump? I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of what he might do. Okay? That there's no man that I fear. Rain doesn't have the foggiest idea. God is the highest authority, my friend. All right? No, I'm not a Democrat, folks. You see, if you would know, I am a no party affiliate. Okay? I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, and I'm not an independent. I vote for who I think could do the best job. I look at their policy to see what they're doing, what they've done. All right? So who did you vote for? I voted for Trump. I told you. I voted for him. He was the lesser of two evils. We don't get good choices no more. All right? We don't get no choices. Yes, Richard. I'm a Vietnam veteran. Okay, we don't get choices anymore. It's either worse or worser. People running for president. Nobody wants to take the job. Okay? I think I would take it, folks, because I could become a billionaire overnight just by becoming president. Or I can go into Congress and become a multimillionaire. Those are the best ways to get rich, folks. Get into politics, you become rich because you become a crook. Okay? People call the mafia and gangsters. People like me, folks, the real gangsters are in Washington, D.C. Your Congress, your Senate, and your executive branch, they're all gangsters. I wasn't old enough to vote when Ike was president, but I did like him, I gotta tell you that. All right? No, Jonah, I could not vote for Kamala Harris. Okay? I'm sorry. All right? And do you want to be president? Uh-huh. This war is ruining for everybody, folks. Okay? The repercussion. People don't understand. Okay? It's costing more in the grocery stores. It's just not the gas pumps. That's what people complain about the gas pumps. But it's in your grocery store because it's costing the truckers more money and gas to get the goods there. Okay? Farmers are hurting. Farmers are hurting for several reasons. They can't find enough people to pick the crop because of what happened with the immigration situation. Okay? Now, it was a great idea. Trump comes up with some good ideas. His problem is he doesn't implement them in the right way. Okay, yeah, he closed the border, great. Okay. And then he went after, he said, all illegal, but he scared the shit out of all of them. Okay. I know Mexicans that were here for 25 years, have a family, have children, have everything. All right. And they took them right off the roof they were working and sent them back. 25 years. They were not criminals. They were not rapists. They were none of that there. Come on, folks, let's hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Hit and subscribe. He could implement, okay? He just puts the wrong people in the position. All right? He puts ass kissers, people who kiss his ass that he thinks are loyal to him. He's not loyal to anybody, but he wants everybody to be loyal to him. All right? Yeah, dogs was a great idea. They got rid of that. You folks understand what the swamp is? Every president says they're going to clean the swamp. What they're really saying, we're going to clean the swamp. We're going to get rid of all the Democrats, but we're replacing them with Republicans. All right? And then the Democrats get in office. They say, we're going to clean the swamp. They get rid of all the Republicans, and put all Democrats in the swamp. You understand how it works, folks? Okay? So these people are running for office. We're their puppets. They're playing us like a toy fiddle. So you got to wake up. You got to understand. Look, see, understand. Don't just listen to the words that come out of their mouth. There's a lot more to it. Keep hitting that like button, folks. Okay? Demand prices. You can probably tell us about personal experience in the Revolutionary War. Mandy's not here today. I didn't let her know I was coming on live. I miss her. She get rid of some of you idiots. Alvin, you're in San Francisco. I used to live there back in the late 70s. Awesome city. Yeah, there's Mandy. Where you been, Mandy? You sleeping down me today? I know Mandy's been busy with something. But thank you for coming, Mandy. We've had a lot of disrespectful people here, but now you'll catch them to get rid of them. All right? Everybody say hi to Mandy. She's an awesome lady. Okay? I'm very fortunate to be able to have her be my moderator. All right? And my friend. And we call her my adopted daughter also. Okay? So be respectful towards her, or you're going to have to deal with me. And just because I'm old, don't think I'm not strong. Okay? Don't, I like people to think. All right? I still got this hair, folks. All right? Okay, folks. So we hitting that like button like you're supposed to be doing. And folks, if you don't like me, don't feel bad. Hit the thumbs down button. Okay? See, you got a thumbs up and a thumbs down button and a subscribe button. All right? So I don't give a shit what button you hit. But don't sit there and do nothing. All right? Do something. Make yourself useful. All right? Show respect, not just me, for everybody that takes the time to come on YouTube to give you content. Okay? Over at 60. Can I get 40 more today? It don't look like it. Mm. Thank you, faces of the human race. I appreciate those kind words. Okay? Why people are interested in who killed who fought in what war. If you fought in a war, you would know that you don't like talking about it. Okay? Why are people so interested? If you're interested in those things, I strongly suggest, I think it's on Amazon. Look for this movie. We Were Soldiers. True story. All right. Mel Gibson is a colonel in there. It's a great movie. And it's true. People want to know about killings. Killings is not good for any side in a war. In Vietnam, we lost several 100,000 of our young men and women all right, who could have become great people and contributed to society. All right. Yeah, we lost a few 100,000. Yes, we killed a few couple million Vietnamese who could have done something and maybe become great in their country. But all these people are dead. Only remembered by their family, nobody else. But I remember everybody. I don't forget nobody, and I don't leave nobody behind. Stacy, I did. Didn't I do a thing on meatball? I did that one time, didn't I? Yeah, go check my videos. I'm positive I did. Thank you, Firehound. Respect there. I love people come with respect. I love it. Okay, make America healthy again, folks. It's up to each and every one of you to do that there. Okay, start looking at the food that you're eating. If you're able to afford to buy food today, okay, if you're able to afford to buy food, you're very lucky. Okay, a lot of people can't afford it, folks. Look at the price of strawberries, potatoes, tomatoes. I don't care what it is. Go in your grocery store and you see the prices going up right before your eyes. You go in there early in the morning like I do, and you'll see the store workers changing the prices on everything, making them higher. Everybody's still waiting for prices to go down from the COVID. That's never going to happen, folks. They've only gone up. And don't think they're going to bring the prices down. Okay? They're not. Gasoline might come down at the war end and all this here. Okay? All right, folks, we're at 66. 66. Keep smashing that like button. All right? And leave comments, folks. I want to thank all you who do leave comments, especially the respected people here. All right, we're at 66. A little slow day today. What's today? Wednesday. Okay. I won't be doing a show tomorrow. I don't think. I might. You don't know. Depends what comes up. I'm going to see what he does in China. Okay. Prices wouldn't come down because inflation is necessary for economic growth. Hmm. Well, we got a new Federal Reserve chairman as of today. Okay, Congress voted him in a 54 to 45 vote. It was. Okay, Benito, how are you? Where you been? Haven't seen you around. Trump is going to have meetings, Stacy. Yes, he is. He's in China. Yeah, Benito, inflation. Inflation's not good, folks. Look at interest rates. Nobody could afford to buy a home today. Okay. And who bought all the homes that people could afford? All right. What? BlackRock. They went around the country buying development, and then they rent the houses out. They took all those homes that you might have been able to afford off the market. Why? They got the money to be able to do it. Okay? Richard's 16 billionaires with Trump. 16 people moving into China. Okay? I'm sure they're all billionaires. Hmm. All right, folks. All right. I'm getting tired. I'm going to have, I put something, I'm eating, I took some hamburger and I took some zucchini and squash and I got, and onions and I'm cooking it in my crock pot. Let's see how it comes out. I'll let you know tomorrow. Lone, I can talk about anything you want to. Right now, everybody's interested in Trump. Before it was Diddy. Nobody cares about Diddy no more, do they? Huh? Thank you, Stacy. So, Stacy, when are you coming to Beverly Hills? Huh? Let me know. Arizona, how are you? Maria Madsen. All right? Yeah, FC got real quiet, but there's still people out there, okay? They're not going to let that Epstein thing go, folks. All right? It's going to be around for quite a while. And it just gets worse for Trump, though, doesn't it? All right? Come on, folks. 67. We got 28 people here. Could you all hit that like button? Come on, let's do it. All right, now I want to see that number going up. Come on, 68. Come on, who's going to be number 70? 69. Hey, we got there. Got to 71 today. I know if I stay longer, we can get to 100. But, I think I talked enough for today. All right? Nah. Folks, everybody's called somebody a goat. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't know what they mean when they call somebody a goat. All right? Can somebody tell me what that means? Okay? Because I'm not up to this new language stuff that everybody, all right, talks about. So somebody tell me what a goat is when they call somebody a goat. The greatest of all time. Oh, well, Trump is not. His wife is much smarter than he ever thought about being. And I talked about that yesterday. And his son, Barron. Okay? All right, folks. Take care. Have a great day. All my love and respect. God bless you all.